All right, got the live button. This is Randy Kervin in Kirksville, Missouri, and this is Rantin Randy's Rant on YouTube, as always, until we get me back on Facebook. All right. Okay, we've got somebody out there. I wanted to first mention something before I get into this. You'll notice about Eric Greitens, a scandal covered candidate that Donnie has endorsed. Of course, he, scraped the bottom of the barrel, and that's what you come up with, people like Greitens. But first, I wanted to say something about there was apparently, it looked like it said BAN and a backward R, but it looked like the writing was in Spanish. It also had highlighted spots in it. So what I did was I didn't report it. I just went out there and removed it because, again, that was in the after comments. Hello, Virginia. Glad to see you, sister. I'm doing well. Getting by. All right. First off, I'm going to talk about Eric Greitens. Here's what I got in the mail today. And I will remind people here in Missouri, the Republican Party did not want him to run because he had an ex-wife and child that they didn't like the accusations that he abused them. If you remember back, Missourians, when he was in office, he left in disgrace. Turned out they couldn't pin anything on him about campaign financing, but there was a little thing with trying to blackmail a girlfriend with nude pictures. And the committee that looked at it in Missouri, decided that she was credible. That's the reason the Republican Party in March, when he announced he was going to run for Roy Blunt's seat, they didn't really want him to run. I guess he's kissed the right butts because Donnie has endorsed him, as always. And here's what he's about. On our future, Eric Greitens has made it clear that the leftist threat must be crushed or America will perish. We have a mission, and the mission is to take back our country. Take our country back, excuse me. Eric Greitens wants to defend President Trump first America first policies, and he wants to protect the people of Missouri from the kind of lunatic policies that have been pushed by Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer. That tells you right there what he's about. We don't need all these sorry people. In fact, one lady that was endorsed by Donnie, they're taking her off the ballot, even though Republicans there didn't want her. The sway was that if they could do it no other way, they're just taking her name off the ballot. Of course, she's hollering, that's unfair. All right, let's see what else I got that I can get to. Yesterday, the evacuation of the Capitol was a false alarm. It was U.S. Forces arriving for a baseball game. Pelosi blamed the FAA for the incident. And it does make you wonder what's going on when they don't know what's in the air above Washington, D.C.? That's strange. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how Putin came to power. It was the Boris Yeltsin's regime was found to had corruption, And the prosecutor in the case that they were making against him, Putin, at that time, put out a videotape showing what grainy and all that, and two young women with some man that could have been him, the prosecutor, or it might not have been. Probably it was just, pin something on him. That prosecutor died in Russian prison. And right after that, Putin started as prime minister, then as president. And Putin's corruption was he wanted to be an oligarch, and he has proven that's what he is. Oh, I heard a story last night, very interesting, on hydrogen and fuel cells. Clean energy and hydrogen. Hydrogen can be used to supplement solar for windless days. Hydrogen is used more for trucking. The price will come down, but there are states, and I think Kansas is one of them, already have hydrogen stations for truckers to fuel up. And the byproduct is great. It's water coming out the exhaust pipe. Let's see. All right, got to that. And actually, Toyota is probably leading that field, and they started 30 years ago with fuel cell technology. And cleaner energy is the key to survival on our planet. And probably everybody knows the Ukrainian forces have refused to surrender to Russian forces in Mariupol. They're held up in a steel plant, and they have vowed not to surrender. And an interesting story. I don't know how well I took the notes, so bear with me on this. Let me get this out of the way. It's telling me I'm on the air down here in the corner. There we go. I am looking so forward. Hi, Nancy. I am looking so forward to getting back there, and I'm working hard to do it. I'm working with other Blue Dots, and we're going to see what we can do. And let's all keep in mind that Virginia's rant is tomorrow. Pacific time is 1 p.m. And I wish I could be there, Virginia. I enjoy your rants. All right. Out of Michigan State, one of their state senators, Mallory McMorrow, stood up to Republicans at the state capitol. We will not let hate win. She nailed it, brothers and sisters. The spreading of hate of the marginalized, the LBGT community, and people of color and Black people. They are posing as Christians, spreading conspiracy theories and hateful rhetoric. And whoever gave them the idea that there can be only one religion, and that's Christian. Shit, you can't make this shit up. Keep in mind, history can repeat. Or as I've heard, history doesn't repeat itself, but sometimes it rhymes. History is there to remind us of past mistakes. I hate saying anything about her, but she's been getting her little butt out, complaining about having to testify tomorrow in Georgia. She takes the stand, and she was on Tucker Carlson's Tuesday speaking bullshit, and I mean bullshit. This congresswoman, I guess, forgot about her statement about New Democrats moving to red states should have a waiting period before they can vote. How in the hell is that democracy, Marjorie? And she has also been guilty of, she covered for the insurrection. And you remember the statement, it was just a riot. And also, she came out and invited people to be there in D.C. on January 6th. And she also called for the execution of Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. She's forgotten. This is all video. So I don't think she's going to do well on the stand tomorrow. The people of my state of Georgia need to use the ballot to send her ass home. I apologize to Georgia for sending her home. I'm sure you don't want her back in the state full time, but it's what's best for the American people that she get her ass out of there. And a vote for a Republican is a vote to destroy democracy. I'm talking about Republicans after the insurrection that still were voting against the to certify the Electoral College victory vote for Joe Biden. Get this straight. Joe Biden won. How many places do you have to hear that, see that, and look at it? That wasn't a picnic out in Rotunda. That was an insurrection. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you're going to see. And Donnie's social, Truth Social is dying. And even Fox has said it's a failure. Just another failure by the orange asshole. I take great pleasure in that. All right. Looks like I covered a bunch there. And she's going around to OAN and Newsmax, whoever will have her own, Tucker Carlson, and she's innocent, and all these leftists are lying about her. Give me a fucking break. Damn. She wouldn't know the truth if it hit her in the head. And let's not forget the other Republican that evening, Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz. Josh Hawley giving the power sign on the day of the insurrection. And Ted Cruz pushing the bullshit too. They're all guilty. They all need to go home. Hopefully, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, we can get one down where she cannot run for the House again. And they need to do that with Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley too. Damn it. I'm tired of these insurrectionists being in our capital. That is in the Constitution. You can't do that. Go against our Constitution, and that's exactly what all of them are guilty of. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, and keep in mind, my sisters, it calms my blood pressure every time I beat this man-child. Excuse me. All right, that's about all I've got for today. I will mention that some people are having a problem. They're sitting out there where this rant was at, like yesterday, uh, James Simons said that he was there and he waited a whole half an hour and then checked again later and he was able to watch. Uh, I believe Carol Gillens had a problem yesterday, and I don't know what's going on with that. When you see it and you click on it, you should be able to come right out here and see my show live. All right. Thank you, Nancy, for letting me know that. I don't understand what's going on when it comes to that. And basically, the word should be getting out. I talked with Leo Shahaki, uh, and I'm in communication with some of the Blue Dots to let them know that, I'm still here. And the problem I'm having is I'm either going to be working with SafeLink. Thank to that was what Martha Smart was trying to get through to me about, and it's going to take that because I cannot get another email account because I don't have a mobile phone. Hopefully, we'll get that taken care of. Uh, I hope first part of May I'll be back to doing my job here as well as on Facebook too. I miss all of you, and if I ever change my password on my email account, I wouldn't know what's going on out there at all. I can see uh, notification through email when one of you, for instance, Virginia, when you do a rant or remind people about it, I see that, but I cannot go to that to look at it on Facebook. It's totally locked me out. And I was hacked. I thought I was dealing with someone that I've known quite a few years through music groups and all that. She was always liking my post. Somebody got one of her profiles because the first thing I look for is this for real. I scrolled up and I could see the last communication. Unfortunately, it wasn't her that was on it. And so I got talked in to helping out with a new iPhone or a new phone, iPhone 11. And the next thing I knew, they had me locked out of Facebook. And then within 12 hours, I feel like a broken record here because I keep saying this. Within 12 hours, they deleted my Facebook page. So when I go back, I'm going to have a different profile. I'm going to try to keep it to where you'll know this me. Uh, Even if it doesn't have a picture, you'll recognize it. Uh, and others I will tell over the phone or whatever. Should it be something that you might be cautious about, friending me, because that's another thing. I'm gonna have to get refriend. I've already talked to one of the biggest music groups uh, that I'm a part of, and he realizes he'll have to authorize me as administrator on those again. Same thing goes for my groups, Randy's Corner and Randy's Rant, the True Patriots group. I'll have to be made administrator again. And if any of you go to then and now 60s and 70s artists, please let them know down there that I am blocked out of Facebook. Didn't disappear. I'm not gone. I will get my butt back as soon as I can get back out here, brothers and sisters, because I miss y'all. And I feel like it's something that it's my work now. This is what I do. And I'm going to keep doing it. And all of you in my blue room out here know that. You know I'll keep doing it. And I do appreciate you sisters being here first. Others will probably see it. I know a couple of people that are going to share it. And if you would share it to public, I think part of it is if somebody shares it to friends only, we don't all have the same friends list. So it might not be getting out to some people. I figured that's what's going on. And plus, it had become a rumor that Facebook had kicked me off. They didn't kick me off. I got locked out. All right. Peace, resist, persist. And I insist, check me out tomorrow at 5 Central Time. I like to get that out of the way where I can go to John Britavo's live rant on Friday and join the people on YouTube watching. I will be at the meeting, but it'll be later on tonight. I have been busy all day on the phone doing research for the show and other things, a little bit pooped out. All right. Thank you, Nancy. That's the way we get things done. This is the most unusual thing I have ever had happen to me doing this show. And peace, resist, persist. And I insist we get the word out. We've got a long ways to go. You people of Missouri, do you really want a piece of crap wrapped up in scandal because of the sweaty big old Don that even Piers Morgan told off because he called Piers Morgan a loser? No. He said, you're a fool. And he said that 4 times in the interview. And then Donnie looked like he was about to cry. And he said, the interview's over. You can't make this shit up. Thank you for being here. Go down and like, share. And if you're new and you want to hear what's going on and taking our country back from the far right, then this is the place for you. Thank you for being here. Share this shit and also like it and tell me a few things in the comments. If you are some kind of pornographer or whatever, I will report you to Google. So keep that in mind. That's something else weird that happened. I tried to translate and it actually switched that character to Carol Gillen's, and then I refreshed and it was back the way it originally was. I don't know what was. All I did was ask it to translate, and then it took Carol Gillen's name and put it above all this Spanish or whatever language it was, and replaced above her. It said that BA looks like an N and a backward R. So at least I got rid of them. Hopefully I won't have to fight with that crap tonight. Have a good one. I love y'all. This Blue Dot family, it will make a difference in 22. We just got to hit the ground running because we don't have a lot of time left. Have a good one. Share this shit. And I'll see you later on. Bye-bye for now. Share this shit, please.